Hey, welcome back to the funky little studio. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys had a good one by the time you watch this video. This is a Funky Finds Friday. My name's Thomas with the Funky Little Studio. Ta-da! I am one half of the Funky Little Studio. My wife Regina is the other half. We are full-time resellers on eBay, Poshmark. She does some Whatnot. I don't know if she's still doing Mercari. I do some Facebook Marketplace type stuff occasionally. Depends on what it is. And we've been doing this since 2022. Exactly 4 years. Full-time. And might be more to that story with my side of the business. I'm not going to go through that right now. But anyway, I'm still going to be basically a full-time reseller because I'm going to try to still focus on it. This is on Valentine's Day. So we celebrated Valentine's Day on Thursday night. It is now Saturday night, but we also went to... Stop right there. Why do I always forget this? Anyway, let's go back. Hi, my name's Thomas with the Funky Little Studio. Full-time reseller, I already told you that. I handle the knick-knack, the bric-a-brac, the baseball caps, the hubcaps, the mustard packs, the random acts, all the things, anything I can find to flip online for profit. My wife Regina handles the clothing, the shoes, the belts, the hosieries, the boots. She does some hats sometimes. And we do full-time reselling on all those platforms I just told you about. So I'll just leave that all together. Hell, it don't matter. Happy Saturday. Happy Valentine's Day. This is a Funky Finds Friday. After we had steak dinner on Thursday night. Then Regina goes... because I had promised her a steak dinner a while back. She goes, like 2 for 1? I go, well, let's get our nice dinner out of the way before Valentine's Day. And I'll show you some footage of that place. I said, then we can still go out to eat on Valentine's Day. Or, you know, we still want to go where we have to wait for 2 hours and all the BS. So anyway, this is our 21st Valentine's Day together. So, milestone. So we've been married almost 20 years. So that's crazy. So after we went and she decided I was going to, this is going to be weird. This is going to be, she got up and got ready. I'd already been to the post office and the grocery store and came back and I said something about, if you want to get out of the house or whatever. And so when she got out of the shower and got ready, she came out. She goes, I'm going to take you to lunch. And I said Mediterranean because I was going to take you to lunch for Mediterranean because we didn't want to deal with the prime time, the prime timers. So if you're still with me, stay tuned. So we went and had Mediterranean food. I'll pop some footage in here as well of that, or I'll figure it out. It may be after this little portion. After that, I said, do you want to go anywhere else while we're in town? And so we kind of hem-hawed around. I said, what about the Goodwill on the way home? So we did that. We only went to one place. And it was like, God, it's crazy busy. And our Goodwills never, well, they didn't have anything on sale for a long time. Now they're kind of they're starting to do it again. But they had clothing, shoes, and books half off, which doesn't help me a whole lot. But we didn't know that. We just realized the parking lot was crowded. So Regina started off like her normal routine and goes to the clothing. I go to all the hard goods and was struggling to find some stuff. I did find a few things. That's what I'm here to show you. This is Funky Finds Friday, Valentine's Day edition. But when I heard the books were half off, I'm like, well, I'll go cruise through the books again just to see if I overlooked something. I'm not a huge book reseller, but occasionally I do find some. I did find a good one there a couple years ago that was a home run. Anyway, I don't know how long we were in there. Not too long, mid-afternoon, and I'm going to show you what I found. Funky Finds Friday is what this is. That's when I show you what I find. I am way behind on the What Sold Wednesdays at this point. I'll probably do a couple, like a month at a time, just to knock them out. I'm still trying to get her to get committed to doing one a week where we combine them. But I want to show you this stuff because I got some cool stuff and I want to get it listed tomorrow. So I want to get it on here and then get this edited. Okay, that's a long story. I made a long, short story long. Let's get into the haul. No particular order, but this was 99 cents, a little garden flag. If I have it listed by the time I edit this video, I'll show it to you. 99 cents. It's made in USA. I figured with all the 250th anniversary and the Olympics and the World Cup and everything, it was worth $1. I didn't look up comps. If we don't sell it, I'll keep it. We have one of those little garden flags. Then a cart was being brought out, and the lady was really nice. She was just talking to everybody, and I talked to her for a minute, and they had two of these Angry Bastard Brewing Company. I don't know if you can see that very good with my pint glasses. Identical. This one's a little bit rougher. I think they might have been actually in use at the brewery. I don't think they were like souvenir glasses. So I'll clean those up and get those listed. Once again, I didn't look up comps on anything, but they were a pair. They do this sometimes. $1.99 for the pair. So 99 cents a piece, basically. Not on sale. My stuff typically is rarely on sale at our Goodwills. I don't know about you guys, but my stuff never has a color of the week, and they rarely put anything hard goods related on sale. Then, when I went back on the second loop of the books, this caught my eye. A Morphe auction company, like an auction catalog. So, obviously a high-end auction, because it's a hardbound book. The hardbound books are $2.99 or $3.99. The soft covers or whatever are $2.99. So it's half off, so basically $2. But this is really cool. The James Kochen collection, like military artifacts, and I couldn't find. I did look up these, and I couldn't find an exact comp, but I found some others, and I'll pop those up there, and I'll pop my listing up there as well if I have it listed by now. But it's got, guns, artifacts, everything inside here. So this would have been something that you would have been mailed if you were a bidder, registered bidder, or if you got to the auction and registered to bid. But it's a hardbound book. The auction happened on December 10th, 2024. I think I'll do okay on this. This could probably pay for my whole haul. We bought our stuff together. Back to the going out for lunch. Regina offered to take me out to lunch. Of course, then she forgot her wallet. So I bought lunch, which we don't have different. We're all together. Then while I was waiting on her, or when I was still looking, there was an item in a cart, and I picked it up out of the cart while the lady was putting stuff away. Different lady. And I said, "Oh, that's cool." And she goes, "It doesn't have a price on it." Oh. So typically on Goodwills, they won't sell it to you if it doesn't have a price. I said, "Well, if you put a price on it, or if it gets a price put on it, and you still see me floating around here, I might be interested." Well, I never could find her. Well, then I told Regina about it, and she goes, "Did you find her again?" I go, "No." And so then I started making another loop, and I found her. I said, "Did you find a price on that picture frame?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's $19.99. Oh, I'm like, okay. And so it wasn't a picture frame; it was a framed print. And so I went and kind of told Regina, it's $20. I don't know. Well, the more I got to thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. It's a Tulsa-centric item, and it's not gonna be for sale. But I want to show it to you guys. This is so cool. This guy is a well-known Tulsa photographer. He passed away in 2003, I believe. Came here from, can't remember where he came from. I'm gonna put a link on his story in our description. He was in Lathrop, Missouri, but I think he came from New York via somewhere else, or his family came from somewhere else out of the country. But then New York, Lathrop, Missouri, then Tulsa. And it's got some really cool black and white photos that are framed and matted. And two of them are autographed, and the back of it's cool. I'm going to show you this whole thing, and then I'm going to put a link for a little story about him in the bottom in the description. But I couldn't pass it up, and I'll probably either hang it in our house or hang it out here in the garage somewhere because it's just super cool. You guys are probably going to think it's lame, but I think it's super cool. This is it. It says Tulsa Remembered down here with a little metal plaque. The glare is going to be the problem, so I'll have to get up close. But it's got 4 different photographs. I wish there was a little bit more on this, but I'm gonna do some more research. But just look at the signs and the glare. Can you see that? It's got so much glare. I don't know how to get the glare off. Okay, that's pretty good. The skyline of Tulsa in the daytime. There's another one right here. Look at the old signs and the painting on the buildings and everything. And then here's a night one of the city of Tulsa. I wish the glare wasn't there. I'll pop up some better shots where I can take them and do a little picture in a picture. And then look at all that neon. Look at that. And then so on the back, it was framed. I'm going to look this place up too. Beard Frame Shops. I don't want to drop this thing. Yeah, so professionally framed. And so I think this may have been part of a exhibition that they did. And of course now, the other part I want to tell you this, the University of Tulsa has his archives now. Since he passed away, they donated him to TU. And so not anybody can get in there and look at them, but they're available for research purposes and stuff. So I've got 4 of his originals right here. Or prints, whatever you want to call it. But 2 of them are autographed. This one here and this top one up here. You can't see it because it's like silver pen. So I can't give you an exact total of what I spent on my stuff, but I mean, to me that thing's like priceless. I think this will pay for everything that I bought, if you count that at 20 plus the flag at 1, so 22 or 21 plus the 2 glasses, 22, 23 plus 2, 25 bucks. I think if I sell this, it'll pay for everything that I bought and maybe make some more money. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more research on this and get it listed along with the 2 pint glasses and the little flag. Really quick haul, long story. Hit the like, hit subscribe. Check out some of our other videos when you get a chance. Thanks for watching Funky Finds Friday. Leave me a comment. Do you have something that you collect that you're a reseller, but you still find stuff that you're kind of a collector like myself? I know there's other people that I see their backdrops. One of them is Kevin Commonwealth. He's got a lot of stuff. I think he keeps most or sells most of it, but it's a collection. I don't know. I'll see you guys on the next one. We're going to try to keep this up. We'll get some What Sold Wednesdays going. I'm going to probably do a couple that'll be maybe like December and January, and then we'll shoot for February doing the weekly ones again. I don't know. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Cheers. We're at the Sputter having steaks for Valentine's Day. That's humongous. It's very pretty.
Spanish
French 75 being made.